Hey everybody in the YTPC, I just like to say howdy and hope wherever you're at in this world, may you be blessed. Um, I wanted to do a video response about something I received in the mail, and I ain't gonna call this a yabo, but um, a while back through Messenger, me and Cowboy Chris was talking and everything, and he wanted me to do a painting for him. And originally, he wanted me to do a rooster, and I told him that I'm not quite good at doing animals and was kind of nervous to make the attempt. But at the same time, I told him if I could, muster up the take that bravery test, and into my painting, that I told him, you never know that, I could try. It never hurts to try. And then he said, well, I'll just settle for a scenery. And he said, I like what you do. And he said, I just like to have something of your work. And I said, sure. And I asked only one thing of this man. Um, Due to my income and everything, and also what I got going on right now in the recent, I'd asked him if he could help me either, you know, send me a little help to get the canvas or send me a canvas. And the man said, well, I think I have a canvas that's lying around here that I used because he's been dabbling a little bit in art too and painting and stuff. And, anyhows, he sent me a canvas, and it's a little small canvas, but there is no canvas too big, no canvas too small that you can't put a little TLC imagination and work into, and turn it into a very beautiful scenery and everything. And I learned that whenever I was in Kentucky, and I was kind of on the poorer side at that point in time in the month. And I had an old pizza box, and I had primed a pizza box and primed the cardboard to where it wouldn't suck the paint in and make the picture fade. And I'd painted a picture on a pizza box. There actually is an older video I have on my playlist that I think if you go through my playlist, the playlist that's called my, all of them in there, you'll see my pizza box art. And I gave that away to some people that helped me get on my feet down in Kentucky. But anyways, I also wanted to say that when I got this package right here, and it's already been opened and I've checked it out, I put the canvas back in there till I'm ready to work on it. But I was only expecting a canvas, and long and behold, and I noticed the smell coming from the box. I'm like, boy, this smells really good, and I was trying to think, what did he do? Send me a container of barbecue sauce or something, because I was getting this like ketchupy, woody, mesquite, barbecue saucy smell, that smelled like, a barbecue pit. And all of a sudden, I see a little baggie of esoterica, and I cannot remember what type of esoterica, but I know that is a blend out there uh, floating around that's hard to get a hold of. And if you got some of it, well, then you're lucky. And so I smelt that, and that stuff was so beautifully smelling. And I sampled one pipe of it yesterday because, and I just like to say to you, Cowboy Chris, while I was smoking that pipe of that blend of tobacco, I was contemplating on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and how much time I'm going to put into it. And I just want you to know right now, I've done decided that whenever, by the time I get done with this painting, I am going to try to put more of myself into this one little painting than I have anything else I've ever done. Because on up to this point, I've never really been, in a roundabout way, I've never really been commissioned for a painting. I mean, I've sold my first painting in Kentucky, But to actually be commissioned like this is a whole nother ballpark. And even though you didn't pay me, but you provided me with the canvas. And in my point of view, you commissioned me. And I think that's beautiful. And the blended tobacco you gave me also showed me, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, when someone adds something extra into something and you're not expecting it, that means that person is showing you that they really care about not only what you are doing or what services you're providing, but they are showing that they have that total interest and want to give you something else as a way of saying thank you or show you that they really appreciate what you're going to do for them. And Cowboy Chris, like say, receiving that tobacco that was not expected, was not asked, was totally awesome. And I feel bad because there's a few things I've been wanting to give back to the YTPC, and there's still some stuff I need to ship out to some people, like old Pipe Cat. I got some stuff I want to send him, and he's also sent me a few things, and I want to participate and do a golf sometime, but it's hard for me to do with what I like to do and everything. And so I ain't able to do those right now. And also just want to let you know that I might be in the process of moving again. So, it might take me a little while to also start on anything. I even have a canvas ready to go sitting in the living room right now. And because on account of the possibility of moving, I ain't even started on what I was going to attempt to start on. So it will take me a little while to get this done because I am looking at possibly moving. Me and Madison had looked at a two-bedroom apartment, and we want to make sure our child has its own room. We want to make sure this child has a bit of a space to play. And this new place that we looked at, it has a little bitty front yard, has a decently sized backyard for a little kid, and a partial side yard. Sorry for that interruption. Had a alarm set to remind me to get myself up and going if I wasn't up and going already. But anyhow, so we was looking for a place that was more kid friendly, a place that wasn't so close to a major highway or a very busy road, and also a place that looked like a nice neighborhood, to raise a child. Not that that would be our permanent place, because I done decided that I wanted us to save up money to get ourselves something to call our own. And, that thought and idea and that go added in with, everything that could possibly go wrong at the same time. But anyways, that's what's going on, and I wanted to make this VR to show my appreciation to you, Cowboy Chris. And also, I want to extend an invitation to you, sir. And that's this. We've talked on the messenger a lot and everything, and I was contemplating this thought while I was smoking a pipe and sampling that beautiful smoky barbecue peppery esoterica goodness. I want to personally hand you this painting when I am done. And so I am giving you an invitation for whenever I send you the message saying, hey, I have it done. I want to extend to you an invitation to come down, visit, let's do a pipe meetup. I want to personally give you this painting personally, face to face. And the reason for that is because while I was chooching on that fine tobacco, I thought to myself, this is like an extension of a handshake, and sometimes I'm partially a bit of a sentimental guy to a certain degree, and I just think that it would be the most awesomest thing, you know, for us to do a bit of a pipe meetup and for me to personally from my hand to your hand you this painting when I do it and get it done. And that's my invitation to you too, sir, because out of the world of the YTPC, other than those that live close, like in Chicago, you know, other than that, right now you are the closest person that lives closest to me in the YTPC, and I think that would be awesome. To share a pipe, to give you a piece of art that's not just art, it's not just a painting, but a little piece of me to give to you. And it's kind of, and also, by me giving you this painting and doing this painting for you, to me, it's like I'm allowing. It's like I'm saying, "Welcome to my world." It's like how Bob Ross says, on this canvas, this is your world. You make it how you want to make it. You do it how you want to do it. And the minute you buy your first tube of paint, you buy a license that says you can do whatever you want to do on this canvas, because this canvas is your own world. And I just think it'd be that. I want to keep it on that like personal level. Because also it's like a spiritual thing to me too. And so that's my invitation to you as well, sir. And so with that invitation, I'm hoping you'll take me up on it. And whenever I get it done, I'll send you a message on Messenger, and maybe we can do that. Especially with it's starting to get warm and everything. It'd be cool to sit down in a couple of lawn chairs or something. And maybe do a video on your channel or a video on my channel, or have two cameras running at the same time and just go for it. But in either which direction, I just want to throw that extension, that invite out to you. And I like to say thank you, Cowboy Chris. You're an awesome guy. You've been a good friend, and it's always an honor and a pleasure to talk with you, and everything. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this out now. And wherever you all at in this world, may you be blessed. Until next time.